Hej og velkommen til denne uges udgave af Gaming, hvor der altså er mig, Nicolas, der agerer stemmen. Har et pakkeprogram til jer. Vi skal se på Nintendo 3DS i Amsterdam. Og så er der altså en ridder løs i Stockholm. Det bliver spændende at se, hvad det er for en. Vi har snakket med en af verdens bedste WoW-spillere. Nummer 1 på WoW-ranglisten. Og så har vi noget Darkspore til jer, der er til lidt mere vold end det sædvanlige spore. Lad os komme i gang. Lad os komme til Amsterdam og se på 3DS.
Vi er taget til Amsterdam. Vi er taget ned til Nintendos store 3DS-event. Det har været stort slået op på nettet. Der har været show både her og over i staterne. Og det har været webcastet live, og der har været stort presseshow. Og nu er der det her storstilede event inde bagved, hvor vi har mulighed for at prøve en hel masse 3DS'er og nogle masse spil til den. Og det er jo selvfølgelig alt sammen meget, meget godt, og det er jo selvfølgelig lavet for at få noget fokus omkring 3DS'en, som kommer ud på gaden i det europæiske marked den 25. marts. Men der er måske en årsag til, at man har lavet det her store event, hvor der er 1.500 mennesker inviteret hernede i Amsterdam alene. Det er måske fordi 3DS'en ikke helt lever op til, hvad markedet egentlig burde kræve af den nu her. Vi har iPhones, vi har iPads med spil, som koster 6, 12, 18 kroner, og som leverer en stor oplevelse. 3DS'en er også en håndholdt maskine, der skal komme og levere noget. Og det, den kan levere, det er selvfølgelig 3D. Og 3D fungerer rigtig godt, hvis du sidder låst i dine hænder og dit hoved, og har den her lille håndholdte konsol foran dig, og ikke bevæger dig uden, og så samtidig med du spiller, og bare holder den helt stille, så fungerer det. Straks du begynder at trykke, så begynder du at bevæge konsollen, og så forsvinder det der 3D lidt. Og det synes jeg er en stor ulempe. Nogle af spillene gør det bedre end andre, men indtil videre har der ikke rigtig været nogen spil, som vi har kunne prøve hernede, som virkelig har sagt, det er derfor, at vi skal have 3D på den håndholdte konsol. Mange af spillene, der er det bare sådan et ekstra noget, vi lægger ovenpå, og som man egentlig lige så godt kan spille det uden. De er så heldigvis ude i siden lavet, så man selv kan vælge, om man vil have 3D på eller ej. Men det gør måske bare, at man er meget tilbøjelig til at slå det fra hurtigt, i stedet for egentlig at spille med det. Det bliver meget spændende at se, om der kommer nogle spil, fordi der er selvfølgelig nogle af Nintendos egne titler også, som vi ikke har fået lov til at se endnu. Og det kan jo være, at der er nogle af dem, der ligesom er æsset i ærmet, som viser noget frem af det her, hvad det her 3D skal kunne. Omvendt, jamen, så har der været sådan noget som Pro Evolution Soccer, som egentlig ser meget godt ud i 3D. Men de har så det problem, at de har valgt at lave kameravinklen helt anderledes, så nu mister man overblikket og har egentlig ingen idé om det, når man spiller i forsvaret. Så det er sådan meget ups and downs, men indtil videre så er jeg ikke overbevist. Og med den pris på $250, som er annonceret i USA, så kommer den her måske til at koste 2.000 kroner og måske endda mere i Danmark. Og så bliver det altså en dyr fætter for noget 3D, som måske ikke helt fungerer optimalt. Men vi må vente og se, om der kommer nogle interessante titler, når vi kommer tættere på release. Det var alt herfra. Amsterdam.
Og det var altså dommen fra Daniel i Amsterdam i hans næsten avatar blå lys. Vi skal videre. Vi skal nemlig tilbage til middelalderen. Sneak peek.
Jeg har fået at vide, at når man ligesom mig er en gammel ridder og savner sine riddervenner, så skal man komme herop, så kan de hjælpe os. Det håber jeg, de kan. Hej. Jeg har nu fundet min måske eneste ridderkammerat her i Stockholm. So, Mr. Ronson, why have you made Sims Medieval?
We wanted to... Okay, sorry.
Can you help me get back to my knight roots, please? Oh wow, that was actually really nice. So okay, why have you made Sims Medieval?
We've made Sims Medieval because The Sims has a very, very active community group, and they have been wanting a medieval Sims game for years and years now, and only recently has there been enough of technology advancement from The Sims 3 that we've been able to do justice to the medieval times.
Cool. Is this a slightly more hardcore Sims game than any of the previous ones?
Absolutely. You have a pit of judgment where you can throw people into a giant deep pit with giant medieval
pit monster.
A tentacled pit monster that eats giant slabs of meat or other Sims that you throw down into it.
Have you done anything especially to distance yourself from maybe the older Sims games?
Some key aspects of the game are that you have heroes that you play, whether or not they are knights, such as yourself, monarchs, or blacksmiths, or tavern keepers. So you're playing specific roles. They go on different quests, and because of that, you are able to build up a kingdom in different ways that you want. Maybe you want an evil, bloodthirsty kingdom. Maybe you want a nice, peaceful kingdom. Maybe you want a kingdom that is ruled by a certain religion or a different religion. There are two different religions in the game. As you play the game and tell your own story, you're going to develop different kingdoms how you want them.
If you were a knight, and I were a knight, I am a knight, but if you were a knight as well, we had this glorious city in front of us, what would we do?
I think we would relaunch the Vasa boat and float around and take over the city island by island.
Nice, and kill everyone.
Of course.
Yes. When will people be able to make their own kingdom?
March 2011.
Yay! Any more specific date?
No.
That makes me a sad knight.
What would I say? Under the Pisces
exactly.
star of March.
Yes, that sounds great.
All right.
Can't wait to play it. Should we go rape and scavenge?
Absolutely.
Great.
Og så er det vist ikke svært at gætte, at nu er det blevet trailer-tid.
It is oddly freeing to have no dialogue to have to follow, and they just let their imagination go. And I gotta say, the actors that we brought in, they were just really great sports about it, because you have to really surrender to the process and just be willing to make yourself look foolish.
That was so unladylike.
Being a voiceover actor represents a series of unique challenges, because you are in a booth with a microphone in front of you and a director on the other side of the glass telling you what to do, and you're putting your voice literally over picture.
That was great, man.
It's acting is what it is at its core. And it's about bringing the words and the story to life with your voice.
People who watch the Clone Wars every week have really gotten to know these characters, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi and all of the clone troopers and Ahsoka Tano. And we fall in love with these characters, and they've really endeared themselves to us. And so getting the opportunity to play them in LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars, it's this fun spin. You're seeing them in a way that you've never got to see them before.
You hear us every week on the Clone Wars. And you get to know these voices, and you get to know these characters with this voice. And it's going to be fun for fans of Star Wars and fans of the Clone Wars to actually hear the real cast.
It's just a wackier version of what we normally do that fans don't normally get to see that. That's just goofy.
So LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars takes you all the way through the first 2 seasons of the Clone Wars animated series. So you get to go through these incredible episodes, but just LEGO style. I mean, it is definitely the biggest LEGO Star Wars title to date, without a doubt.
You feel like you're going back into the show, and the spirit of the characters, it crosses over from the show to the game.
Always in time to save your life, Sky Guy.
Thanks, Nips. It's great fun to go back through numerous key episodes that you've seen in the series and to work through them as these Legos characters with a slightly off-kilter, kind of loopier take on it.
I think it's just a good time. It's one of those games where you don't really have to think. You just turn it on, you have fun, you play.
This is where the fun begins.
You shoot some droids, you swing the lightsaber around, and you can play as your favorite characters from Star Wars history.
If you're a fan of the LEGO universe, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you get to go in, have this great time, experience great gameplay, and you get to have a lot of laughs along the way.
Og for action-packed trailer skal vi tilbage til Stockholm, hvor der bliver kigget på Darkspore. Vold.
Lige bag den der dør sker der storslåede ting. Mig og Rasmus, vores kære kameramand, har gjort alt, hvad vi kunne for at komme igennem døren. No go. Så derfor får vi altså ikke lov til at se på Battlefield 3 i dag. Til gengæld skal vi lige hen ved siden af se på Darkspore, hvor vi måske kan få lidt blod indtil Battlefield 3 kommer. Fred.
Yes.
Darkspore.
Yes.
Normally, maybe a kid's game. Now, slightly more violent.
Yes.
Maybe an adult game.
Yes. That's definitely what we're going after. Is the teen audience, the core RPG audience. So they like a lot of blood.
What have you done to make it more adultish, if we can say that?
I'd say one thing is we really spent a lot of time on the looks of the hero class as well as the enemies, making them feel, darker and grittier, kind of more of what's expected of the genre. And we spent a lot of time and a lot of effort to make our heroes feel more hero-like and not feel, something that basically, like you said, a younger game.
How many heroes are there, and can you get to play all of them?
Yes, you can. So right now we're focusing on our core 25, and you basically will unlock new heroes as you play the game. So when you first start the game, we start with a very small set of heroes, but we also show you all the ones you can collect. So you're like, oh, cool, toys.
Kind of like a cock tease of heroes.
Yes, exactly.
That's so sweet of you.
Yes, of course. And then as you go through the list, you're like, well, I want that one, and then we give you information on when they're unlocked and that kind of stuff like that. But it's also helping for game pacing. When we the very beginning heroes are kind of all about what I call it just bash and smash, which is something everybody understands.
And we love it.
Yeah, we all love you like to bash guys in the head.
Of course.
And then as you play it along, then there's the more the I guess what I would call the finesse guys. They tend to be a little bit more strategic. If you do it right, you're going to really win. But it's like any other RPG, there's always that risk that you can just get wiped really fast.
What is your favorite hero? Which one is the most badass one?
I'd say it's a really tough toss-up between Zorin, who has the big flaming fist, just because he just smashes guys. And then there's another guy called Wraith I really like, who has this huge axe.
Nice.
And there's nothing like bringing an axe to calm the bad guys down.
So you're kind of like a flaming fist axe kind of guy.
Yes, and then with also our squad combat, you actually can combine certain abilities. So you can basically take Zorin's. He has this like huge AOE fireball that goes around him. I can actually use that with Wraith. So now I'm like an undead guy with a huge
axe.
Covered in fire that I just basically destroy everything around me. So it adds a lot of fun. And then that's kind of what our game is based around, is that whole squad combat. Is that, and then you can pop a new hero in there and completely change that same thing. So now instead of having a flaming Wraith, now I'm going to have him covered with an energy shield, or I'm going to have him so that he can blink around and teleport, which changes the game dramatically when you do that.
Okay, so if you had your axe right now,
yes,
and your flaming fist,
yes,
what would be the first thing to do? Would you kill me?
I don't think it.
Sweet old me.
No, I couldn't do that.
Nice,
It would be fun to just go out and smash the car, or something.
You would probably smash a car
just to see why. Because why not, right?
Yeah, exactly. Then when the guy comes, it's my car. You're like, I don't give a shit.
You know, I have a flaming fist and an axe.
And an axe. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Nice. So, okay, the game. How kind is it toward noobs who maybe haven't played any sport games?
It's really easy. I mean, and one thing that we want to really make clear is that this is not a sport game. It's its own game. And the way that the game is set up is it's basically you can play with like a single button. It's really easy to play, and then it's really easy to get into, really simple to play, and then it's all about the mastery. So we really focused on that. And if you want to just get in and just play one, you can. You can win that way. And then we find as that people start playing it, they start using the buttons and playing faster and this and that. But you don't have to.
When will people be able to play the
spring.
game? Oh,
yeah, spring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ja, hvem vil egentlig gerne være en badass, der smadrer hele verden? Det vil jeg gerne. Det kan man også i World of Warcraft.
Hej og velkommen til denne udgave af Insight. Francis hviler så sødt, imens vi sidder og skal ud på en rejse rundt om jorden. Det skal vi nemlig. Vi skal denne gang til Finland, for der sidder der nemlig en wow-nørd, som er rimelig guru-status-ish. Han ligger nemlig lige nu med sit hold Paragon, Guild, undskyld til jer wow-nørder, og selvfølgelig ikke med vilje, nummer 1 på World Rankings. Det vil sige, at han er rimelig slem til World of Warcraft. Lad os prøve, hvordan det er at ligge nummer 1.
Pekka, aka Arx. How are you doing? Have you had any sleep since Cataclysm?
Hello, I've actually slept quite well these last few days. We defeated the last boss on Monday, I think. Yeah, so now we finally have some time to relax.
You said Monday, so you haven't lost track of time. It isn't that bad yet.
Not entirely. We're leaving January, right?
Yeah, really good. 2009, right?
I think it's 2011.
Oh, that was just a pop quiz to check if you're alive. Okay, so you play a druid for Paragon, and right now you're ranked number 1 in the world. How does that feel?
Yeah,
Do you feel kind of like rockstar-ish?
Actually, it feels quite normal, except when you go to events. I was at DreamHack last summer, and we weren't wearing our shirts or anything, and all of a sudden some guy comes next to me and asks, "When are you raiding?" I'm like, "Okay, how do you know I'm raiding here?" But nah, we're leading quite normal lives. No celebrity status or anything.
So how do Paragon prepare for battle? Do you have any do you practice in a certain way or?
We sleep a lot in advance.
You do?
Nah, just kidding. Well, we obviously test all the stuff on the test rounds that we can and try to find as much out of them as possible. And, well, of course we always farm as much gear as we can as well to get our characters to the best shape possible. But mainly it's just the fact that when the bosses come out, you have to be disciplined, dedicated, and come up with the tactics quickly and execute them properly. And of course also to have a good roster, because that's very important.
And you feel that you have the best roster right now?
Yeah, I'd say so, because right from the beginning of Cataclysm, we made sure to have the alt character ready as well for raiding. And that proved to be quite useful since we had 34 guys, so we had 72 characters, and we used those alt characters on quite many encounters because melee was so bad in several of them. So it turned out quite well.
Nice. What is your best memory World of Warcraft wise ever? There must have been something where I'm the shit, or this was the shit.
I have to say it's the heroic Lich King in 25 man. I mean, it's getting old, okay, but it was the first really major kill, and the boss was so hard when we killed it. It was simply so satisfying to get it down. And I think that's the best single memory. But of course we've had a lot of fun over these years.
Of course.
And besides boss kills, I mean, we also have fun while raiding, not just when killing stuff. But that's the best memory I have.
That's good. So okay, what makes World of Warcraft still interesting for you to play after probably playing it a couple years?
It's definitely the competition. I mean, I wouldn't be playing if I wasn't playing like hardcore and for the world firsts. I know a lot of the guys would be playing, but for me it's the competition. And also the friends. I mean, I probably wouldn't play in any other guild. We know each other quite well and the dynamics just work, so.
Nice. Is there a lot of in-game fans / maybe skanks when you pass by like Druid walking down the street? People like, oh, it's Arks.
They're actually getting more common nowadays. I knew it. I play a healer, so I didn't get a lot of whispers before because I didn't top the damage meters. Now in a few encounters I had to play Boomkin, and suddenly I was like doing okay damage, and all the whispers started coming in, and quite a lot of those in the past few days. But I'm sure they'll calm down in a couple of weeks.
Right. So it's kind of like being the bass player or the drummer in a rock band.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, healers are really important, especially in Cataclysm. It got a lot harder, and I think it already was the hardest part in the game to heal, and it just got a lot harder. So,
if there's someone out there who probably isn't as good at World of Warcraft as you guys are, but want to maybe reach your level, do you have any advice if people want to start their own guild? How do they get up to where you are now?
If you really want to get a top guild running, I think the most realistic option is to look for other guilds who want to do the same and do a merge, because it's really hard, if not downright impossible, to just form your own guild and get to top 10 level. It's doable for top 100 maybe, but not top 10. So look for other people who want to do the same and connect with them and work stuff out.
Is that actually a real plant next to you? Consider it.
Yeah, it is a real plant.
Are you able to hold real plants, or is it plastic?
No, it's real. It's real.
Nice.
Xeno takes care of them.
Oh, that's why. Or else it would have been one dead plant right now.
Yeah, but she also plays in Paragon, so...
But then she gets the break to water the plants.
Yeah, I guess so.
The plant is looking sad. That's awesome. I want to wish you the best of luck in Paragon. And
thank you.
I look forward to following you. See if you get the world's first next time as well.
Yeah, hoping so.
Good. Take care.
Thank you.
Det var altså, hvad Arks havde at sige til det hele. Og det er rigtigt, planterne har derhjemme. Det er ikke plastik. Det er selvfølgelig meget betryggende at vide, at han har en wow-kaster, som kan tage sig af wow-planterne. Dejligt med lidt wow-love.
Der bliver kastet med wow-love direkte fra Inside-studiet, og det var altså alt gaming i denne uge. Husk, og som i næste uge, hvor vi har nye indslag, nye trailers, direkte til jer.
Pixel TV.